If you watch my last video, you know the reading crisis isn't really about screens versus print. If you missed it, you can click the link here or in the description below. And it's all about the gap in deep thinking skills and oral language, the kind of thinking that gets built through conversation, not through worksheets. So the obvious next question is, okay, but what do I actually do? Today, I'm going to show you the 3 systems I use with families, not because they're complicated, but because they're connected. Each one does something specific, and together they address every side of the problem we talked about in the first video. You don't have to do all 3 at once. You can start with one, the one that fits where your family is right now. I'm Kelly Sutherland, National Board Certified Teacher and Reading Specialist with specialized training in dyslexia intervention. I've spent 25 years in Title I schools, and I run Family Learning Adventures membership, where I help parents build the thinking systems and the thinking skills kids need inside schools today and the AI-ready skills they'll need for life. These 3 systems aren't theory. They're tools I use every day in my classroom, in my own family, and in the families I work with through my community. System 1 is the foundation, and it's the simplest and the hardest. Researchers Dr. Tricia Zucker and Dr. Zonia Cable developed something called Strive for 5. The idea is this: 5 back and forth conversational exchanges on any topic. Builds the oral language your child needs for reading comprehension. 5 exchanges, not a lecture, not a quiz, real back and forth. And here's what it looks like in real life. Your child mentions a video game they're playing. Exchange 1. What's the game about? Exchange 2. They explain. You respond with, wait, so what happens if they lose the level? Exchange 3. They tell you. How did you figure that out? Exchange 4. More detail. Is it harder than it used to be? Exchange 5. They compare, reflect, and evaluate. That's it. That's the Strive for 5. And what just happened in that conversation is every single oral language skill that transfers directly into reading comprehension. Explanation, cause and effect, comparison, evaluation. You don't need a special topic. You don't even need a book. You need 5 exchanges on whatever your child already cares about. The car ride home, dinner on the porch, a walk after school. These are the spaces where oral language gets built. For families with ADHD, where conversations often get derailed, where parents are exhausted, where everyone's brain is running hot, 5 exchanges is achievable. It's not overwhelming, it's doable, and it compounds. System 2 is text mapping, and this is where I want to be transparent with you. Text mapping is a strategy I have adapted from educational research for use in my classroom and for with families at home. The idea is that before you read a passage, before you try to decode or comprehend a single word, you look at the structure. You map it. What are the headings? Where are the images or diagrams? How long is it? What are the sections? For kids with dyslexia, this is game-changing because instead of diving into a river of words that feel overwhelming, they see the shape of the text first. They get to map before the journey. For kids with ADHD, it provides a visual anchor, something to return to when they lose their place. And it works on screens just as well as on paper. You can text map a website, a digital textbook, an article. This is a transferable skill that works in the digital world and in the real world your child actually lives in. System 3 is NotebookLM. This is Google's AI study tool. I want to say something about how I use this because it matters. NotebookLM is not a homework completion tool. I don't use it to have AI do the thinking for my students. I use it to build their thinking. Here's what it looks like. Your child uploads a reading assignment or their text map into NotebookLM. Instead of asking it to summarize this for me, they ask, what questions might the teacher ask about this? Or what don't I understand yet? Or what's the most important idea and why? Now the AI is a thinking partner, not a shortcut. And here's the piece that connects to everything. When your child uses NotebookLM this way, it generates conversation, questions, explanations, back and forth, which means System 3 feeds directly back into System 1. The strive for 5 happens around NotebookLM. Text mapping shows them the structure. NotebookLM helps them build the questions, and the conversation deepens the comprehension. All three systems work together. Here's what I want you to know about these three systems. This YouTube series gives you the framework, the understanding, the why behind each system. But inside the Family Learning Adventures membership community, this is where you actually build them. In session 2, the Start Here portion of the membership, we build your family learning board together. This is a visual system that makes all the tools trackable and something the whole family can see and celebrate. In session 3 of the Start Here series, we go deep into text mapping, adapting it for screens, print, and for kids who need to see the structure before they can process the content. In session 4, we set up NotebookLM together, and I walk you through exactly how to prompt it in ways that build thinking, not replace it. And the Conversations course inside the membership is built entirely around Strive for 5 and other great research like Natalie Wexler's Knowledge Gap, all of which is woven straight into the course. Because building background knowledge through conversation isn't a nice to have. It's the ceiling your child is reading up against. In video 3, I'm going to go deeper into the piece that ties all this together, the conversations. Because here's the truth. The systems don't work because of the conversations. It works around the conversations. The conversation is the curriculum. The link to video 3 will be in the description when it is live, but be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. This is the one that pulls everything together. I'll see you there.